It's great to be with everyone today. It's so energizing to be in a room like this with people from technology field, technologists, practitioners, ministry and mission leaders. It's so energizing to find your own tribe and to engage in a conversation about the future. But not only to peer into the future and think about where are the trends taking us, what is emerging on the horizon. That's all very interesting, but the key question that we really want to discover today and explore and discover as a community, as a group together, is what are the implications for today? That these opportunities to extend what is possible in each of our mission, not just our mission, but your mission, God has given a plan for each of us that is vitally important. We are each a crucial piece of his story that is unfolding in the world. And together as a group, we have this opportunity to come around and learn from each other and to understand, well, how can we work together? How can we draw upon knowledge outside of our own sphere of influence? And how can we interpret that into steps and paths that we can take for the future? Today is all about learning. It's all about a posture of strategic foresight. We don't want to arrive in the future surprised. We get the wonderful opportunity. God gives us this great opportunity to co-create the future together. And a vital piece of that co-creation process is how we learn and discover from each of us and discover ways in which we can support, enable, and champion each other to go further forward than we could possibly have imagined otherwise. So thank you for being part of this day together. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Thank you for all of the people who have joined us on the live stream. You are a vital part of the time that we have together. We look forward to engaging with you on the live stream and on the Q&A using the Slido and so forth. In this room, I mentioned we have people coming from various fields. It's the intersection that makes this unique and special. People from technology, from practitioners within organizations that are working with these technologies and moving things forward. We have people who are leaders in the missions and ministry field. But you're all trailblazers and pioneers in your own right. And I wanted to reflect on a story from the Bible of one such pioneer who I think exemplifies the spirit that you all carry in this room. He was a famous king who was the leader of Judah in the 8th century. So this is quite some distant time back. And we see these pictures of leaders who rise up and emerge that carry this spirit of pioneering, that have a sense of innovation, that the world that we are born into could be different as a result of the actions that we take. And his name is King Uzziah. He came to power at the young age of 16. That's an important point. Never underestimate the potential of what young people can do. 16, and he transformed the kingdom of Judah and Israel at the time. It was known as a golden era in his generation. He did remarkable things. The passage in the Bible from Chronicles that records his reign talks about the way he loved the soil. He found new ways to cultivate and nurture supplies for the people in his kingdom. He prepared for mighty armies that were able to secure their homeland, but also extend the boundaries of the kingdom. It talks about how he brought together skillful men, people like you, skillful men and women who were able to think about new ways to build technology. It says he built machines. What were machines in the 8th century? This comes out of the imagination of someone who thinks beyond what they can see in the present and imagine how things could be different in the future. But the important point that I want to leave you with and for you to meditate on in the course of today is the passage that records King Uzziah's reign says that he set before himself to follow the Lord in all the ways that he did. And he was instructed in the fear of the Lord by Zechariah. Today you hear a lot of things about mindset hacks. Maybe you want to do ice-cold bath plunges. Maybe you want to scale a mountain every other weekend. All of these kind of leadership or entrepreneur hacks. But in King Uzziah's life, it's recorded that the fundamental thing that framed and sustained the great influence that he had was that he had a great sense of following the Lord in everything that he did. And how inspiring to be gathered at a place like the Science Museum, where we have so much influence and evidence of the vastness and the greatness of God, that this can totally transform and expand our imagination for what is possible. So friends, thank you for joining us today. We're really excited to have you. We want to peer into the future, consider the implications for today. We want to be inspired and know that everything is possible within the scope of what God is leading us to do. And as an example of that, I want to introduce our first speaker to you this morning, my friend Nick Rottola, straight in from the USA, serial tech entrepreneur, pro baseballer, founder of We3 Group, and excited to hear telling us all about your new project, Up, about Gen Z Alpha and how you're transforming the world in your generation. Thank you, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you.